so we are going to do a get ready with me. I just put on my Laneige little lip mask. It is the cotton candy one and I am obsessed with it. Let's go ahead and prime the skin. So today is Monday and I was off and I just took today to just sleep. For those of you that don't know, I was in Oregon recently and it was just like so busy and so chaotic seeing family. I didn't get to see everyone I wanted to see over there, so hopefully I can go back soon to start kind of like meeting up with more people over there. And then I just have Britney Spears going in the background today. But yeah, so Friday night we were supposed to fly back to New Jersey, and basically what happened was we got to the airport and our flight kept doing that thing where it's like it's delayed, and they just kept delaying. And so then finally they say like, oh, your flight isn't going to be taking off until 11 a.m. tomorrow. And so then I called my dad and I was like, hey dad, like, can you come pick us up? Like, we're basically like not gonna be flying out for another 14 hours. And I was so upset. And then my dad came back, picked us up from the airport. We stayed at my parents' house, and then the next day we had to fly back, so I did have to miss work on Saturday. Yeah. And also there was a 3-hour time difference. So all last week I was used to waking up on Oregon time, which meant like 3 hours behind the time zone that I'm currently in. So for example, 6 a.m. here is 3 a.m. there. So I've also had to adjust to that a little bit, but I was so tired this morning. All I have done today is just rest and sleep, and I feel like my body really needed that. We did so much when I was in Oregon. We went to a Portland Trailblazers game. We even drove up to Seattle to see my brother and his baby, and of course my sister-in-law. And then after seeing my brother, we walked around downtown Seattle. I haven't walked around downtown Seattle since maybe I was like 8 or something. I don't know. I never really went to downtown Seattle when I lived out there. So it was good to go out there and kind of like experience that again. And Seattle is a really beautiful city. I will say it's so pretty. I don't know if anybody has been there, but it's really, really beautiful. And then we also spent some time in Portland, of course. One thing that I think is so funny is like the difference between the cities on the East Coast versus like the cities in the Pacific Northwest specifically. Oh my gosh, that was a tongue twister. But Portland and Seattle are just way more chill than New York. But like walking around there, I just didn't feel like I was in a city as like when I'm in New York, you know? Like when I'm walking around New York, it's like, oh yeah, I'm in like the city. But then walking around like Portland and Seattle, it's just kind of like, oh, this is cute. It's really quiet. I can hear my voice like echoing off the buildings, and it's like so uncomfortable because in New York it's like it's so loud that you can never really hear yourself even think. So that was quite the adjustment, I will say. Hi, thank you so much for watching. Also, I'm gonna try to be better this time about like looking and responding to people who comment. Last time I did this, I like didn't really know what I was doing and I was just talking the whole time. But yeah, I want to start doing lives more because I feel like they're really fun. And so, I don't know, I feel like that'll be really fun. But yeah, so when I was in Oregon, I did do some shopping because it is tax-free shopping out there, which I really miss. Like, I didn't think it made that much of a difference. Yo, it does. Like, it really does, especially depending on, like, where you live. So, when I made it out there, I actually had gotten the new, like, One Size Beauty blush in the shade Girly Pop, that hot pink one. And initially I was like, oh, like this is so cute. It's gonna definitely sell out, so I want to make sure I get it, right? But then like I got it and it was just so bright on me. You have to spend $75 to get 500 points at Sephora, LMAO. Yeah, Sephora's point system is not my favorite. Also, my mom gave me this bronzer stick, but my mom is quite a bit more fair than me, so I don't know if it's really gonna do anything, but I don't know, why not? I have it. Might put my bronzer on top of this. Also, my makeup area is a total mess right now because like I said, I was just out of town, so definitely gonna need more bronzer, but that's okay. But yeah, so anyways, I ended up returning the One Size blush. I don't really like to do returns a whole lot, but it was just way too dark on me. I literally could not justify it. I was like, this is too much. It's giving drag queen, which don't get me wrong, I love drag queens, but I don't know, I just feel like for my day-to-day life, it was just way too bright. And then I also returned the Too Faced like lip oils, the new lip oils that they came out with. I love lip oils, but honestly, I just felt like that one was so sheer and just didn't do anything on the lips compared to like some of the other ones. And I know people are like, oh, but it's a lip oil. I don't know. I'm just kind of getting over the lip oil trend. I think at this point, if I'm gonna buy especially a high-end lip oil, I need it to be like really good, really pigmented, and like really pretty. I don't know, I'm just getting like a little high maintenance with my makeup. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but okay, there we go. That bronzer is looking a lot better. I will say the Rare Beauty one feels very creamy and very good, but it's just way too pale for me, the one that my mom gave me. Also, everyone comment, what's your favorite Britney song? Because I love Britney. I grew up listening to her when I was like really little, and then now as an adult, I'm still like obsessed with her because she's so cool. I wish I would have went to like one of her concerts when I was younger. So this was like my favorite song when I was like 8. Like, why was I listening to this? You like the song Lucky? This is a song about a girl named Lucky. Actually, I'm a huge Britney fan. I love her. I did watch Zoe 101. I did watch Zoe 102 recently, and I did not like it. I don't know if anybody else did, but I just didn't love it. And then take a quick sip of water. Also, this is gonna sound so mean, but whoever did Jamie Lynn Spears like hair and makeup for the Zoe 102 movie or whatever we're calling it, they did her so dirty. Like, they did not, it was not, I was so disappointed. Yeah, no, I'm so glad that somebody else sees it that way too, because like I loved Zoe 101 as a kid. I was so disappointed when it was canceled. I was like, no, like she can't get pregnant. Like I literally, also back then, I feel like teen pregnancy was like, if you got pregnant as a teenager, like your life was over. And I feel like that was like the mindset at the time. But I was so mad when they canceled Zoe 101. There was also like barely any powder in this. That's why I was like shaking it like a maraca basically. But I was so disappointed when they canceled Zoe 101. So I was really excited to see Zoe 102, but it was just not it. I don't know. I don't know if maybe like the show has just always been horrible or what, but the people who did her hair and makeup, I'm sorry, but they did her so dirty, or they were straight up amateurs. Like, I don't know. It's just, it was not it. But I was obsessed with that show when I was younger. It is really sad to hear about like all the allegations that came from like Nickelodeon and like how all the kids were treated on Nickelodeon. Oh, there's my full one. Okay, so I have one that's like kind of empty, and then I have one that was like fuller. I haven't heard anyone say good things, so I'm gonna pass on that. Yeah, I will say if you were a fan of that, I would pass on it. The other remake that I didn't really like was the Mean Girls remake. I don't know if anybody saw that, but it was a musical, and honestly, it was just not it. I think like the reason why Mean Girls is so iconic, and I was watching it on the plane on the way back to New Jersey because like they had it on my flight. I think the reason why everyone thinks that Mean Girls is iconic is because it's just like an effortlessly funny movie. Like the one-liners in it, they're not really trying hard or anything like that, but they're just so funny. Whereas I felt like with Mean Girls the musical, they were trying so hard to be funny, and like I just think that made it like not funny, if that made sense. Where is my bronzer brush? There it is. And yes, I didn't like the Mean Girls movie. I don't know how you guys felt about it. Also, like my friend said this, and when she said it, I was like, oh my gosh, no, you're totally right, because she was saying how we don't recall like Katie's character being like annoying, but somehow, I don't know how, but like the Katie's character in the movie, she came off like really annoying to me. I don't know, like to the point where like I wasn't really rooting for her like I was in the first movie. But yeah. Also, Renee's character, Regina George, wasn't in it too much. I feel like they made Regina like this grungy bad girl, whereas like Regina in the movie is like this hyper feminine girly girl. And so, I don't know, I thought they could have done a better job with that movie, to be quite honest. But that's the thing about movies, is that sometimes they get it right, and sometimes they just don't get it right. And I feel like if it wasn't performing well on Broadway, then why would they put it into a movie and then put it in theaters? Like, I don't know. It just wasn't my favorite for sure. But I know like the topic of remakes is like a very controversial topic. I just feel like a lot of companies are getting really like lazy with creating content, so they're not like creating like original ideas anymore. This is just like all over the place. So I feel like I want to see like more original content and not like remakes anymore, if that makes sense. But I feel like companies like Disney, they do a lot of remakes. My brows are going crazy. I also need to get like a good eyeshadow palette. I haven't had like a good eyeshadow palette in a while. I have my Makeup by Mario one. Let me open it. It's messy. It's so messy. But I do really like the shimmers in this and the mattes. It's really nice. I should probably get like a new palette of this, but I don't know. It's just like the price tag of this palette is a little bit more than what I would like to spend right now. So I'm just kind of making when I have work. So yeah, we're gonna do like just like kind of a natural look. Also, how was everyone's Valentine's Day? My Valentine's Day was super laid back. I just spent it with my family out in Oregon, and then like my cousin came over and we made like a nacho bar. So we took the island of my parents' like the island and the kitchen in my parents' house. We put tinfoil down, we put a bunch of like nacho toppings down, and then we did a fun little nacho bar because I don't know, Valentine's Day, you're celebrating love, so why not celebrate it with nachos? So yeah, we made nachos at my parents' house. My cousin and I were making margaritas. We were just having a grand time. It's so funny, like, having Mike hang out with my family. Mike's my boyfriend, by the way, because, like, his family's very different, and my family, we're just, like, always having a ball, basically. That's the best way that I can say it. Ooh, I love a sparkly moment. It's funny because I used to be like really extra in my makeup, and in the last couple of years I've been really like subtle with my makeup, but I feel like I'm starting to get back into that little extraness. Also, I've been on a kick recently where I'm doing like brown eyeliner and brown mascara. I don't know, it just looks more natural and less harsh on my eyes. I think it's because I have really dark eyes naturally, so whenever I use like black eyeliner and mascara, it just makes my eyes look really harsh and like really, really small. So I like using browns better. This one's from Huda Beauty. I love Huda Beauty. Like I can't think of a single product that I've used from Huda Beauty that I didn't end up loving. I also have to like focus when I do eyeliner. I don't know if anybody else is like that. Also, another thing that I do for eyeliner is I don't bring it all the way in because I feel like that really closes my eyes. So I kind of focus it on the outer corner, like outer rims, I guess, of my eyes. And I feel like that makes it look nice and natural. Fun. That looks good. I'm gonna curl my lashes now. I used to not believe in curling my lashes, but recently I'm like, oh, it actually does make such a difference, especially because I have short lashes. I feel like I didn't start taking eyelash curling seriously until I started watching Alex Earl. Like, her get readies with me are actually very addictive. Like, she's just a very interesting person to like watch and get readies with me. Like, anytime I click on one of her get readies with me, I'm like, oh, this is great. I just want to finish it. I don't want to like scroll. Yeah, I love get ready with me videos. I think that they're so fun, and it's always interesting to see like the products that like other people use. Whenever I go over to like my friend's house, I'm like, what do you guys have? What's new? What's hot? All that fun stuff. I did pick up another Too Faced brown mascara. This is my favorite mascara, I think. I just love the way it looks. I know like It's funny because back in the day, I didn't like the Too Faced Red and Sex mascara, but then when I tried the brown one, I was like, wait, this is actually perfect for me. It's just like a nice deep chocolate brown, so it looks nice and natural. Why is that Xbox making that sound? I'm using my boyfriend's Xbox to play Britney Spears right now. Recently, I have been in the biggest 2000s mood. Like, I miss the 2000s. I miss the Victoria's Secret fashion show. I miss, like, the glitter. I miss just how crazy awesome the 2000s were. And I also feel like back then, people weren't as, like, hypersensitive as they are now. I don't want to sound like a boomer, but I feel like nowadays, it's just, like, you post something and people just internalize it so much. Like, on my YouTube shorts, like, I posted a video about how I got a little bit of Botox in my forehead because I make a lot of expressions and people are like, oh my gosh, like, you're really just gonna want to not be able to move your face and blah, blah, and it's like, yo, it's not that deep. I just make a lot of expressions and I just want to fix what I didn't, like, I didn't take care of my skin when I was younger. I wasn't wearing sunscreen, I wasn't doing any of those things, and so now I'm paying the price a little bit, but it's not that deep. Like, if you find those things to be bad, like, you don't have to do them. All right, let's see. I don't know what type of lip I want to do. I have so many products in front of me. I'm gonna use some liner first. This lip liner is a little bit more red than I thought it was going to be, but that is a-okay. Also, my Fenty highlighter is, like, so, like, she's obviously been used and loved. Also, the best part about this is I am getting ready to just stay in my apartment. Like, I am not going out tonight. I'm just gonna stay in. I'm going to make some TikToks. I think I'm gonna talk about, like, new releases coming, what I'm excited for, what I'm not excited for. I don't even know what color this is, but this is more like a nude, I guess, but either way, it'll look cool. I think this one is just about, yeah, I think this one's just about ran out. I have those laying around my house, like, everywhere because it's, like, my favorite lip formula because it's hydrating and it just looks so pretty. Ooh, that's cute. Also, I did this recently in my 2016, like, video where I did my makeup like it was 2016. I took a little bit of highlighter and, like, put it on my inner corner because I don't know why, but I stopped doing that. And so let's go ahead and do that again because I thought it looked really cute. We're going to use the Rare Beauty one. I love this highlighter so much. I have mine in the shade, I think this is called Mesmerize. I think this highlight is so pretty and, like, natural and, like, oh wow, look how much of a difference that made. I loved the 2016 makeup aesthetic. The only thing I loved about it was just, like, the matte, because I'm a very dry person, so the matte makeup didn't look really good on me, but I love just doing, like, a full beat just to go to the grocery store. Like, why not? That's so fun, right? Ooh, this is cute. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I am just going to be sitting in my apartment making TikToks now and all that fun jazz. So make sure you follow along so you can see those TikToks and YouTube shorts because I do post everything to my YouTube shorts.